Welcome back. Today's topic, or tonight, however you look at it, whichever time zone you're in, our topic is going to be those just thinking about getting their CDL, considering it, researching it, doing that due diligence that everybody needs to do on a multitude of things, ranging from boxers or briefs to buying a new car, or in this case, what we're going to talk about, getting that Class A CDL license. It's not for everybody. I would like to say it is. It is in the way that everybody who's physically able to could do it. But the first time you're going to sit behind that driver's seat of an 18-wheeler and you look into the mirrors, whether it's your spot mirrors, your West Coast mirrors, that's going to be intimidating. I would say to you, soldier on through it if you're really dedicated. If getting your CDL seems like your best option or your only option for a better future, well, then you got to do it. And that's what I want to be here for, to motivate you to do it. Make a decent attempt to hold you accountable. But what you need to know, and what a lot of drivers out here, all across the country, didn't know right away, you do not have to go through a CDL training school. Do I highly recommend it? Yes, I do. Is that what I did? Yes, I did. I went through a CDL school. It was a little higher priced than what I feel like it should be. In my case, my loan was for right around $6,000, and after I took that course, after I got my license, I found out there was another school where it was only $1,500, and it was one-on-one training at the time for that area. It's a choice that ultimately is going to come down to what you decide. There's enough YouTube videos out there. There's enough, you could Google search it, I guess. There's enough research tools available to you. Even to go old school on it, the public library has quite a bit of information pertaining to CDL license. And I remember going to the library and at least looking at the videos they had pertaining to air brakes, doubles, triples, tanker, all that, and it was very useful. But I would say for most people it would be more convenient just to keep it online and YouTube video it. There's so many videos out there. You'll have to search through some clutter, but ultimately you don't have to go through a CDL school. I'm just letting people know that. Again, I don't recommend it. What you'll get from a good CDL school is invaluable. There's no way to put a full price tag on it in knowledge. I say that, but on the other hand, out there that are not that great, overpriced for what they give you. And that's just a bad deal. So you're going to have to do some research and find the school that's best for you, or start out in the industry like other people have. And they started out slinging trash, being a garbage man. And that company would help them later get their CDL. Now that company was going to want them to be Class B, because that's what trash trucks are under. But you could move up to Class A with that same company, and it would work out great, because once you have a year of experience just holding that Class A CDL license, then you can move on to any company you wanted to. That would be most likely one of the larger companies, and we'll have more videos on them. And plenty more videos on them. But that starts branching off into employment prospects. But anyways, another thing to know about these CDL training schools that help you get your Class A CDL. A lot of them, I want to say almost all of them, are getting paid double. They get paid whatever they require. In my case it was $6,000, okay? So they got my $6,000 right away. And then if I went to work for their company, the chosen company that they're under, in my case it was going to be Werner. If I went to work for Werner, or actually any other of the big companies that take student drivers, they would have gotten a commission off of me just staying there, signing on with them, staying there for a period of time. Again, another check for that. So these student driving CDL training schools are getting paid double. Whatever it is for the course, plus they get paid for your head and your ass in that driver's seat for whichever company you sign on to, like a referral bonus. And they're still getting paid from that newspaper ad continuously. They probably get phone calls every day. It's almost a safe bet. Let's see. What else am I forgetting? So, these CDL training schools, if they're going to play the game fair, they shouldn't come out and say paid training. It's not paid training. You're paying them to get your CDL. They should also not request information that they're not going to pay you for, like giving up your local town's local newspaper phone number and or address. They shouldn't be doing that, but they are, because you're giving the information away for free, because you don't know better, and I want you to know better. So you walk in there informed, and you're like, I'm not giving you that phone number of my local newspaper unless you want to give me a percentage of all the money you're going to make off that advertisement you're going to place in the newspaper. That would be a little more fair. Or a discount on what I just spent for this course to get my Class A CDL. Yeah, that's right. They got paid triple off of me, $6,000, plus a referral bonus from the company that I signed on with. And then the lead for the advertisement in my local newspaper from the town I used to live in. So just as a recap, you have two options for the most part. CDL training school, or get into a job that's going to require a CDL in the Class B world, like a trash truck, or maybe even a mechanic shop where they need roadside assistance, and the truck that they use for that roadside assistance requires a CDL. Just something to remember. Have cheat sheets ready for you. You'll move on to your Class B, then later they'll help you move on to your Class A if you want it. Yeah. So make a decision for yourself about what's going to work best for you. Again, I highly recommend CDL training schools, even though I've badmouthed them quite a bit throughout this video. And you'll look back, if you do if you do go through a training school, you'll look back and be grateful you did. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Downtime. We look forward to seeing you again. Like and subscribe. Subscriptions are free, people.